Hey, it's Aaron. I'm out in the woods. I'm going to take a second from building this awesome structure. It's called a wiki up. I'm going to take a second away from doing that to talk to you guys a little bit here. Basically, today I want to talk a little bit about guns and gun laws and how we never actually pay attention to the real problems whenever we're trying to, well, not we, but whenever the establishment is trying to think of some sort of solution. Now, when it comes to guns and gun crime, the main problem that I notice with that is it usually stems from something other than the guns themselves. I know that sounds like a crazy idea, but actually the majority of the time, people aren't committing gun crime just because they happen to have a gun lying around. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. It does happen, but it doesn't necessarily happen all of the time. More often than not, they commit that crime because of some underlying problem. It could be economic, it could be financial, it could be passion related. It depends on really what it is. It could be because there was a student at a school that was bullied and they see propaganda in the news all the time saying that shooting up your school is a normal thing to do now. All of these things are contributing factors as to why people commit gun crime in the first place. And the way that we stop those things from happening is not necessarily by banning guns. We've obviously seen a lot of people want to use that as a solution. But unfortunately, that as a solution doesn't really work because it doesn't solve the root problems of why those gun crimes are being committed in the first place. Like I said, if it's economic and the person is going out and shooting a bunch of people or whatever it is so they can, I don't know, rob them. Say it's at a bank, or say they're doing it to an armored car. They're doing it because of economic or financial reasons. Well, a good way to fix that is if we actually had jobs in the economy that people could actually go to and, make enough money so they don't have to go and rely on thievery. When it comes to other things, such as just pure desperation, say somebody is addicted to drugs and they have no other outlet to get those drugs but to commit some sort of gun crime so they can steal something, so they can get enough money for their to provide for their habit. All of these different things have to do with why people commit crimes, specifically gun crime in the first place. And just paying attention to the end result of this, the crime itself, the shooting or whatever, doesn't take into consideration all of the world that exists outside of that one incident. It reminds me very much of this very liberal, very mainstream media way of taking every single incident that happens and removing the context entirely and just talking about the problem or the story itself. You see this in mainstream media when they talk about climate change. They'll say, oh, record weather. Either it's record hot or record cold, but they'll never actually say anything to do with climate change. The same thing happens when it comes to the gun crime epidemic. We have a lot of people committing a lot of crime, but we don't actually solve the root cause of those problems. We only look at punishing millions of law-abiding citizens by taking away their legally owned possessions and saying that that is somehow going to make the difference. Obviously, there has been some differences that have been made in some select countries, like in Australia and so forth, where removing all of the guns has helped a lot of the gun crime. But apples to apples, oranges to oranges, Australia and smaller island countries like that are not going to be able to be policed the same way that some of the largest countries in the world and some of the largest populations in the world, like the United States, like Canada, like a lot of places similar to that. It is just not feasible to eliminate all guns from the entire country because they're just going to be smuggled in other ways. There's going to be other people that are going to be making them illegally and so forth and so on. So we have to be paying attention to the actual causes of these problems and not just alleviating the symptoms. At least that's the way I look at it. If you do get a chance, please check out my Patreon. Every dollar does help fund this show. And stay tuned. Later on this week, I'm going to actually show a little bit of a video tutorial on how to build one of these bad boys right here. So stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching.